Hello E39 source. It's been about 8 months since I've bought my 318 Ti and well, I figured it's time to do an update video. So far I've done a lot of maintenance and a lot of modifications, so it seems like a good time, so let's get started. First things first, yes, I finally got a original BMW 3-button remote for this car, which did come included with the alarm system. I just never got the remotes with the car, so I never knew about it until I was digging around in the glove box one day. Well, let's go inside and let's show you what's going on in here. First things first, I walk in and you can see this perforated leather steering wheel cover. It's actually a nice wrap, and it's makes a grip way thicker, and it's a little bit padded, so it's a very comfortable wrap. It was only a $10 modification, but I enjoyed it a lot. The way you stitch it on matters greatly, and this looks like a very OEM type stitch. It's my first time ever sewing, so I consider this a very good improvement over what I used to have. Also, I have backdated this head unit so that it fits the car better. It's a Blaupunk Santa Monica CD30. It has a CD player, but it is also new enough that when I go into the glove box, I can pull out my auxiliary input connector, so I can still jam out to anything on my phone when I want. Another thing is that I have replaced the BMW bulb for the HVAC unit, because if you look here, these knobs are lighted, and well, it is a pain to figure out what temperature you're setting your HVAC to in the dark when you don't have that lighted bulb. What else is inside is these door panels, which I am working on replacing. The driver's door panel was destroyed basically when I got the car, and well, the previous owner's repairs by using double-sided tape and super glue and silicone glue did not really hold up. As you can see, wood screw damage here. What I happened to do is put these threaded rivets all over the perimeter of the doors, and I have also made my own door panel so that I can just cover this whole area. With my custom door panel, I added a very race car-esque red door pull. Of course, it adds 5 horsepower and adds 5 miles per hour to my top speed. The door panel is off at this point because I am waiting for the weather to get warm so I can put the original foam weather barrier around this smaller perimeter of the door so I can get some road noise out of the car and to keep the moisture out of the cabin of the car. Now let's walk up to the engine, where I have done actually quite a lot of work. Basically, the microfilters have been replaced, the windshield cowl has been removed of all debris, but the cowls themselves haven't been replaced. I have also cleaned out the DME area that is behind the battery. I've done the spark plugs and valve cover gasket, oil filter housing gasket, PCV, that black disc right there, and the hose that connects it to the valve cover, and then the engine mounts way down in there. The transmission mounts were also done, and the air filter has been replaced. Cosmetically up front, I did a front bumper reinforcement bar because, as you can see, this is not the original bumper, and I never got the original bar with this replacement bumper. So it used to be very floppy and would flap around. Right now, this thing is very solid again and feels like a nice sturdy piece of machine. And a nice sturdy body panel. I've also done Bilstein Sport dampers with Bavarian Autosport springs underneath. That is my Miley HD control arms with PowerFlex control arm bushings. The rear also has the Bilstein Sport dampers and Bavarian Autosport rear springs. 318ti.org is the forum that I mainly use for information about these cars. A very small community of very knowledgeable folks. The other support that I have is BMW CCA, SCCA, who I mainly autocross with, and Southern Marsh, just a little advertising for a frat tire company that I like. Well, and that's basically the car. There's not much to it. Cosmetically, it hasn't been improved much, but mechanically, I can drive this very far distances and still be very, very comfortable doing so. And I don't think this car will break down anytime soon with the amount of maintenance I have done to this car. Well, I guess now is a good time to talk about future repairs and modifications I still need to do. I would like to do a coolant flush and a power steering fluid flush, along with replacing the hoses, because everybody knows the BMW power steering system does leak quite often. Going on from that, there are little rust spots that I would like to touch up, like right here. That's a little rust bubble that hasn't really gotten that bad, so I'm probably going to sand it off and then just POR 15, or actually I have some Eastwood products that I'd like to test out. Car could use a very good detail, but that's not really what this car is about. This car is for getting me from A to B and having a lot of fun autocrossing with it. Of course, the door panels are still a work in progress, and I will finish those very soon. And okay, brakes, that's another thing. These rotors aren't terrible, and I still have brake pad life with them, but eventually I'm going to do all 4 rotors, all 4 pads, and brake fluid flush. The differential fluid flush is another thing I need to do. So in general, it's a lot of just tune-up and maintenance items that you would do to any other car. Tires, at this point, I haven't told anybody about these tires, but or wheels in general, but Ryan has picked up a set of 16x7s for me, very light wheels, and I have picked up some Dunlop Star Specs just to for a nice autocross set. Other things to do, this side skirt is popping off, and I do have the clips to replace it with, but I'm only back for 5 days this week, and I don't really want to be dealing with cosmetics since the car is running and drivable. So I'm going to have as much fun as I can with it. You guys are going to see me autocross it on Easter Sunday, 4/20 for those who don't know what day it is. And I hope to have tons and tons of fun with this car. It should hold up even with these all seasons that I've got on. So this is my update video. Hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe, do everything. Thanks guys.